Hello beauties! So today I'm going to do a unicorn look. Since Halloween is kind of around the corner, who knows if we'll actually be able to do anything for Halloween, but might as well get prepared anyways. First, for my primer, I'm going to use the Soft Focus Glow Drops by Rodeo. Sorry about that. So this is going to illuminate my skin. I'm going to look nice and sparkly like unicorn. So let's get that on there. It does have one of those eyedropper things, so I'm just gonna drip it right onto my face. Don't mind all my 10,000 scabs on my face. When I get stressed and anxious, I tend to pick everything. So kind of like connect the dots. I call this one the Big Dipper. I know the cup part isn't really there, but almost. I forgot how good that stuff smells. It smells like Fruit Loops, which is like one of my favorite makeup scents. I don't know why so many things smell like Fruit Loops, but I like it. Anyways, for my next step, I'm going to use the Found Sealer Foundation by Tarte. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques makeup sponge. I did wet it a little bit. I wash it before every use just to avoid acne and all that stuff, so recommend you doing the same. So two things, I forgot to use my chapstick, so just so you know, this is what happens if you don't put chapstick on before your foundation. It does stick a little bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna put on lipstick anyways. Secondly, if you see this weird thing on my hand, I burnt myself while I was curling my hair on my curling wand. It's so stupid. It has like a glove, but it only covers these 3 fingers and it like cuts off like right here. I don't know. I like the wand, but I do not like that glove. So let's move on. So today I'm going to be using the NYX, NYX, I never know how to pronounce, I literally don't know how to pronounce anything, as you know if you watch my videos, but this is the Ultimate Shadow Palette. Makes sense? Anyways, this is what it looks like. These are all the pretty colors. I'm going to start out with this turquoise color, and I'm using a small flat brush. And I'm gonna do about 3/4 of my lid. Next, I'm going to use this kind of fuchsia color, and I'm gonna do the rest of the lid right on the outside. As you can see, I kind of blended it inwards, so it kind of creates like an ombre effect. And I know this looks very messy, but I'm going to be doing around it, and I'm blending, so don't worry if it's not perfect. Next, I'm going to use a small round brush, and I'm going to use that same fuchsia color right there, and I'm going to do 3/4 of the crease. Next, I'm going to go to this hot pink color, and I'm going to go right over that fuchsia color just to make it a little bit more pink. Using that same brush, I'm going to blend the inside of the crease with this light blue color. Under the lower lash line, I'm going to use the small flat brush, and I'm going to start out with that fuchsia color, do 3/4 of the lower lash line, and then go right over it with that hot pink color. One thing I forgot to mention, when you're using bold colors like this, you want to make sure that you're brushing your brush off between every color. I kind of do it off camera, so I just wanted to make sure to say that. Anyways, lastly for eyeshadow, we're gonna go back to that light blue color and we're gonna do the inside of the lower lash line. Before I jump into concealer, I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques large brush and I'm just gonna dust away any excess eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use the Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape concealer. This is my favorite concealer. So I'm just gonna put that on there, blend up the eyeshadow, touch some highlight points, cover up my bags under my eyes, all that jazz. Doing it right now. Here's a close-up of my eyeshadow all blended in. It looks a little bit dialed back, so it's not like super overpowering, and that's just how I like it. So for mascara, I'm gonna use the Lights Camera Lashes mascara by Tarte. This is a mini one, doesn't actually look that small. Okay. So here's a close-up of the mascara. I did do 2 coats, just in case you were wondering. Next, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer, and this is color Sunkissed. So I'm gonna use a medium face brush, and I'm going to start doing under the cheekbones, and then I'm gonna do around the forehead, under the chin, and then around the nose with a smaller brush. Next, I'm going to use a small round brush, and I'm going to go back to that bronzer and just do around the nose. Time to blend. Now that I got my bronzer on and blended, I'm going to go into my highlighter, and I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated. I'm going to use a small flat brush, and I'm going to do the bridge of the nose, under the eyebrows, and the top of the lip. I'm actually going to skip the cheekbones, and you'll see why. Forgot one little step. So we're also gonna do the insides of the eyes, just to make them pop a little bit, lighten them up. Little side note, sometimes if I can still see my scabs or acne or whatever, I tend to add a little bit more concealer. This time I'm only gonna add a little tiny dot to each individual spot. And instead of using the sponge, I'm going to use my finger. That way the makeup doesn't come back up onto the sponge and I can kind of give it a little bit more coverage that way. It's like it was never there. So since I forgot to put on chapstick before my foundation, now I'm gonna put it on to prime my lipstick. So I'm just going to do that super quick. And for my lipstick, I'm using the Artist Rouge Matte by Makeup Forever. That's what it looks like. It's a nice pink. And yes, I don't really take very good care of my lipstick, so it's not super pointed, but it's okay, we're gonna make it work. Next is the fun part. So my glitter setting gel, my little expired, so hopefully I don't have glitter pouring off of my face, but you know, we're gonna try it out. So like I just said, using my glitter gel, and really you can get stuff like this like anywhere, like Target, Walmart, Ulta, whatever. Not too hard to find, or you can use lash glue, whatever you want to do. But anyways, I'm just going to dab my finger, and I'm gonna dab it right where I'd put my highlighter. So right along my cheekbone. So now that I did that, I'm going to take my glitter. I don't want to dump it, so that's all I can do to show you. I'm going to take my sticky finger. Sticky, not stinky. That would be nasty. And I'm just gonna grab some glitter and try to dab it on, making as little of a mess as possible, which probably won't work out, but it's okay, I have a vacuum. So now that I have that on while it's still wet, I'm just gonna widen that line to spread it out a little bit so it doesn't look like a legit line on my face. But yeah, it kind of just looks like glitter freckles, and you can kind of like loop it up over your eyebrows. I like to keep it a little bit more simple, so this is what I'm gonna do. And it does look different with my light because it just like is reflecting off that glitter, but it's more of like a softer glitter, if that makes any sense. Lastly, I'm going to set my makeup in, and I'm using the Bare Minerals setting powder. And I'm just gonna use a large round brush, and I'm going to set it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, no matter if you want to be a unicorn or not. Hope you got a laugh out of me just being weird and burning myself, you know, all the fun stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys are staying safe. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one.